Janssen, as a member of the offensive line, you've certainly worked with some other players, and you guys, I'm sure, have been together a while. Tell me about the other guys on the offensive line for the Bulldogs.
Okay, well, Brody Kern, he's recently committed to Delaware University, and he's a big help for us. He's a captain, he's the center, he's pretty much the anchor of the offensive line. At guard, you got me, and you have Devin Senef. He's a pretty big guy. I've been playing with both Brody and Devin since I was probably 8 years old, along with Adam Resch and Jake Gemmel. Jake Gemmel's at right tackle, Adam Resch at left tackle. We've been starting from me over to the left side, me, Brody, Adam, and Devin last year and this year also. Brody's been starting since he's been a freshman, and Jake Gemmel was newly added to our starting line. He decided not to play last year, but he came back this year to help us out. And now we're 11-0 thanks to him.
I know offensive linemen don't get to score touchdowns. You don't get to kick field goals or extra points. What are the rewards you guys get from your play on the offensive line?
Well, we don't usually get rewarded right away, but at the end of the season, when it comes down to it, and you are undefeated right now like we are, we know that it's partially because of us, majority because of us, because if it weren't for us, then the backs wouldn't have the holes to cut through like they do, the quarterback wouldn't have the time to throw the ball to our receivers like they do, we wouldn't have all of the all-county performers and player of the years like we do.
When you guys walk off the field, do you have certain measuring sticks you look to achieve during the game, get into certain rushing yards, certain passing yards if you know you've done a good job?
Oh, well, I think as long as you win, it doesn't really matter about those things, but of course you like to reach century marks like 100 yards, 200 yards, but usually I like to go for 400 yards of total offensive game because to me that just evens it out, 200 yards passing, 200 yards rushing. I think it's a good measuring stick to look up to.
What are the things that enabled West York to be still undefeated this late in the season?
I think it's just majority because we just don't give up. I mean, if you look back to the Dallastown game, we were losing that game in the fourth quarter. We had to come back. We only won. We were losing by 1 point with, well, I think it was 30 seconds left in the game. We made the game-winning field goal to win by 2 points. And if you look to the Spring Grove game, if we wouldn't have stopped them on defense that final drive, they would have beat us. So it's mostly just not giving up and finding a way to win.
Speaking of Spring Grove, what are the keys for you guys on Friday night? What do you have to do to beat them for the second time?
To me, I think the main thing that we have to do is just be tough for them, because I know they're going to come out, they're going to try to smack us in the teeth, and we're just going to have to do the same thing, but we're going to have to do it a lot harder because they're looking for this win. They're not undefeated. They don't have anything to lose. We actually have a record that can easily be diminished, and I don't know about everybody else. I'm pretty sure that everybody else on the team wants to keep that undefeated record too, so we're going to have to come out, play tough, fast, and hard, and smart against Spring Grove Friday to stay undefeated.
It's a long thing. He'll go and try to break it off.